Hi, my name is Elizabeth Coverdale, and my psychology presentation today is going to be on the major developmental theories. And the one that I picked that I wanted to do my presentation on was moral development from Lawrence Kohlberg. Kohlberg, basically, he wanted to describe the development of moral reasoning. And my first section is going to be about just the definition, just to give a quick idea of what the presentation is going to be about. By definition, moral reasoning is the thinking that occurs when we consider right and wrong. Like if you think back to the cartoons we would watch as kids, you would see the main character in a dilemma, and he would have basically a good conscience on one shoulder and a bad conscience on the other that's going back and forth trying to help him figure out what to do. The methods that he used was a lot of testing and observation. He would pose moral dilemmas to basically a group of people that he was testing. And so the dilemmas were things such as whether a person should steal medicine for like someone they really loved or were really close to. And he basically asked these questions to a wide variety of ages. You had the adults, adolescents, and even children, whether the action would be right or wrong. And the results that he got from the tests led him to propose 3 basic levels of moral thinking, and which are here. The three basic levels are pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional. So basically, pre-conventional morality is what starts first. You have it from usually kids before they hit the age of 9, and its focus is self-interest in regards to what is right or wrong. So if you think of a kid, they're going to obey the rules because one, they're either going to be rewarded for obeying it, or they don't want to be punished for disobeying whatever rule they're like thinking about or going against. The next type of morality is conventional morality, which usually occurs in like earlier adolescence, like after the age of 9, but not fully like developed their complete morality yet. It is basically when a person will uphold laws and rules to gain social approval or maintain social order. So if you think of like middle school to like early high school kids, they're gonna do what they think is socially correct, and because they don't want to be judged for it, just because they're still developing and getting comfortable with who they are and who they want to be and what kind of person they want to be. And then finally is like the last stage of morality, which is post-conventional, and that's basically when actions reflect belief in basic rights and self-defined ethical principles, and occurs basically after adolescence. So if you think some late high school students, and then as you go into college and then later in life, it's usually that and beyond. And then for my discussion for this chapter in this poster, I wanted to look deeper into my thinking and figured out based off of like Kohlberg's tests and results where my morality is set at this point in my life. And the results that I found that in the situation that he gave in the book about stealing the medicine to save a loved one, I personally, I would, just because I feel like it's more important to save that person's life than getting in trouble. But I can't say that I wouldn't be a little bit hesitant to steal something, because obviously that's breaking the law. But when I think about it, when I have someone that close to me and it's life or death situation, me personally, I would choose to steal the medicine just for that sake. And then as you can see in the pictures that I have over here on the side, this is like what I was talking about like in the movies and the shows where you have the good conscience and the bad conscience. And then I found a graph that shows basically it has level 1 and 2 morality, that would be your pre-conventional, and it's highest towards around 0 to 9, but then you can see it starts decreasing dramatically. And then next you have levels 3 and 4, which is like conventional, which you can see kind of has a gradual increase but then levels off. And then you can see level 5 and 6, it doesn't really start until that later adolescence that you have.